From buzzing the floors of call centers to the boardrooms where strategies shape the future. Hello and welcome to CUcast. I'm your host Anya Thakur, and joining me today is Mr. M. Sankaran, the powerhouse of Altruist BPO service. And today, let's dive into the inspirational journey of leadership, impact, and vision. Hello and welcome, sir. How are you and how was your day?
All good. I had wonderful 2 days interacting with the academia, with the students specifically. It was really wonderful and energizing for me.
So you enjoyed your time at Chandigarh University?
Oh, for sure, yes.
So I want to start with your journey. I've heard that you initially were drive towards physics academia and then to FMGC, and then you landed on to BPO industry. So how is that journey?
Well, I come from a town called Madurai from Tamil Nadu. I had a very humble beginning from a middle class family. My parents kind of grew me up well. I picked up after class 12. I picked up physics. I did my post-graduation in physics, and I think I almost got admission to doing PhD in almost all the IITs, and because that would be kind of stretched 5-6 years of more studies and I had to go to work, I picked up a sales job in HCL. Worked there for some time, then moved into FMCG, consumer electronics largely, with LG for about 5-6 years. Then about 10-12 years of working, I kind of got bored with product sales and I thought I should do some service sales. And then that's when I kind of shifted into the BPO world. I think that was around 2008 or so. I started off as a sales guy and had opportunity to take care of HR and then operations, and then I think over a period of about 10 years or so, I think I had a good grip on most of the functions, and then over the last 7 years now I've been on the CXO role in the BPO industry.
That's absolutely great, sir. So let's talk about BPO a little bit. BPO industry has undergone significant changes in past few decades. How do you see the future of this industry?
I think last few years have been quite a dynamic change because of AI in customer service. Because of a lot of self-help apps that are coming to serve the customer need on the app itself rather than getting into a call, right? Call is always a costlier medium for organizations. So we've seen some amount of impact. Probably in the next 2 to 3 years time, I see about 10 to 15% of impact every year. But we must also understand in the ecosystem, whether it's a BFSI organization or an e-com organization or a healthcare organization, they themselves are expanding their customer base. So it kind of gets neutralized to some extent. That's how I see, unless otherwise some major disruption happens over the next year or so.
And as we talked about artificial intelligence, so with the rise of it, how is BPO sector planning to incorporate it?
I think you see a large population in the BPO segment are people who've just finished their graduation, right? They're just fresh out of college, and we are our capital is human beings, right? We have all these young kids who come up and start working with us, so that's pretty energizing for us. But these people will slowly, apart from just answering their routine queries over a period of time, will probably go into AI. So they will start handling more complex situations. So today with AI, we have some 2-3 straight advantages for the people who just get into the job into a BPO, right? All their calls are kind of analyzed 100% every day, right? We do about 3 to 4 lakh calls a day, right? So as an organization, so all those are analyzed every day, and feedback goes to the associate who takes calls every day on their improvement area. So that's a big blessing. And the second part of AI that's now come into play is while an associate is on a call with the customer, during the call there is a support to him from AI saying what he or she should be doing next. If the customer is angry, kind of tone down, or if the customer is very happy, you can cross-sell some other product. So those advantages, so that since the help is happening during the call, every call is now becoming a successful call, and that really increases the customer experience, and it's a feel-good factor for the associates that they're doing a good job on each call. So that's the transformation that's happening currently in the BPO segment. Yeah.
Also, as we talk about freshers joining the BPO, like I've heard or I have had a word with many youngsters. So BPO industry often isn't the first choice for the young graduates or the freshers to join in. So what's your take on to that?
Somebody is, kind of moving from class 10 to class 12 and then gets into a college. They don't study with the aspiration of, I want to get into the BPO and take calls. No one does that, right? They don't get their top few options, and then the bottom quartile kind of comes to us, which is really very interesting for us. And I really feel good about it rather than feeling bad, because some of these guys are not accommodated in the industries that they want to, and they come to a BPO with minimal choice, right? We're able to build them up. We're able to give them a career and help them grow and, stabilize them. And some of them, when they start earning, when they start working, they kind of get that energy, and they try to cover the lost ground that they had in academics during school and college. And I've seen a lot of them excel. I know people who've joined in the entry level as a call taker, kind of move to positions like, GMs and VPs over a period of 10-15 years. So that's a very good feel factor for me as an individual. But there are a lot of positions that are not necessarily call-taking positions, while our mass is call-taking positions. There are positions like, HR, where we look at young grads for talent acquisition or building employee relationship or operational HR. We recruit people in training, we recruit people in MIS, we recruit people in IT, we recruit people in finance. So there are another set of job, but that's not the mass job. The mass job is people who talk to customers.
Right. And also, work culture is very crucial in any industry. So I want to ask that how is BPO sector adapting to the modern employees? Like nowadays, Gen Z is like a huge population that is coming into the BPO sector. So how are you addressing or catering to the requirements or the things that they have, the expectations that they have?
You know what, in today's world, whether it is an entry level employee or a senior level employee, the biggest distraction that kills creativity on people is the use of mobile phone. So the subject of, digital detoxification is coming up in a big way, where, you keep your phone aside and, focus on your work and have specific phone time. It's very, very distracting. Even though you do your office work on a WhatsApp, right? It does kill creativity. And fortunately for us, a large portion of the crowd, they have to deposit their mobile phones before they go to work while, handling customers, right? So that kind of becomes an advantage. My advice to the younger generation who are looking into their first job is to not look specifically only for the salary, is to not jump jobs within the first 1-2 years. Stabilize there, learn. The first 7-8 years of your career, your decision on career switch should be on learning rather than money, right? You focus on learning, you put in your best, you become productive, you become efficient, you become an innovative person, money will follow automatically.
Absolutely. And as we talk about freshers joining the BPO, is there an insight that they should be ready for, that they are not prepared after joining the BPO industry?
One of the most crucial thing for somebody to get into a BPO industry across any level is, apart from basic logic, basic way of thinking, which a candidate develops while doing graduation, right? Some amount of memory power, some amount of analytical skills, the college teaches. The one thing that we would definitely need beyond that is good, simple, straight communication, right? And that's true for people who are joining any field, whether it is an IT person, an engineer, or a finance person. While they might be extremely good at the skill at which they have learned, But that plus communication is what takes somebody up in their career. If you're extremely good and if you can't communicate, written or oral, if you have hesitations to do that, right, however good you are in your skill, you kind of tend to get stagnated at mid-level in life, right? So to me, that's a very, very key factor.
And finally, I want to ask that your journey has been so long. And throughout your journey, was there any moment which was like so impactful for you that you cannot forget that moment and which gave you a life lesson which you'd like to share with the audience?
Oh, many of them, but I think the toughest project that I would have handled in the BPO industry kind of strengthened me, gave me more lesson in terms of technology, in terms of handling mass complaints, was the Citizen Connect Center that I built for the Andhra Pradesh government. So I think between the period of about 2016 to 2019 or something like that, wherein a citizen can call for anything. He could call saying that my pension has not come, or they've dug in front of my house, or water is not there, electricity is not there, I'm not able to register my land, or I'm not able to file an FIR. Building that and making that work well, I think was the best lesson that I've learned. I think over the last couple of years, as I continue to learn, I think I'm learning a lot from automation and AI on how to get things done faster, more accurate. How do I save time in resolving a customer query? I think it's been last couple of years have been exciting too. E-commerce customer or an automobile customer on, let's say, his vehicle has broken down, or even a health insurance customer, who's got his relative admitted in hospital and trying to get clearance. Most of them call in a panic state, right? And when most of them call in a panic state, they're being handled by people who are just out of college, right? So each and every call is important for us, right? And to make them sure that we are there to support you, we're getting the work done at the fastest possible time. So I wouldn't say a single call, but I do remember a lot of call in the travel industry where people got stranded, their flight tickets are not there, hotel booking not there. But I think each and every call is important from a customer service point of view, because they're calling because they are in problem, and 50-60% of the call, they're going to be in a panic state.
Right. And lastly, I'd like to ask, if you wouldn't be in BPO sector, then is there any other industry that you'd like?
I would have been a teacher, right? I used to teach a lot during my college days, for physics or chemistry or maths. I would 100% been a teacher or a professor somewhere, right? No two doubts about that.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. It was like a very insightful conversation with you, and it's a pleasure having you here with us at CUCAS Chandigarh University.
Thank you very much. I had a great time here. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.